All right, hey there, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Nightly. We appreciate you all being here. Shout out to Crypto King, Vegas baby. Let's freaking go. If I don't get arrested, it's gonna be a way better time than if I do. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's talk about it. We got some stuff going on in the market. Let's go. What's so funny? What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing at this Twitter post I'm looking at right now.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, tell me about it, but I want you to know that at the time that I started that video, my whole computer just did this crazy thing. I didn't even know if I was going to actually be back here. It was a black screen, but I could just see our two boxes in the bottom.
Oh, no.
I wasn't even sure if it went off without a hitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, the post is this dude named Bier Evo, I guess. He's got a DGod thing, but it's like a picture of some German Olympian, and he's like, I might have to move to Germany.
Oh, I saw that.
Then he commented, update, she's 17, so I'm no longer moving to Germany. And then he reposted it. It was like, not my proudest moment. I just thought it was funny.
Well, in the clip that I reposted, he is texting his mom, and he said, "And I'm going to jail. Will you bail me out?" Because it got like 200 and something thousand fucking views.
Oh wow. Oh, yeah, his newest one right here has got like 621,000 with 10,000 likes.
Yeah. So, anyways, hey there, everybody. How's everybody doing? Shout out to Crypto King. I saw your comment of Vegas baby, or just kidding. Maybe it was on that tweet. Maybe he commented on that tweet.
I'm looking.
Which is actually crazy, right?
Well, actually, Crypto King, the Twitter Crypto King, says it's legal in Germany at 17. Just saying.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then dude was like, nah, you're a Fed. I knew it.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't see your tweet though, Daniel. It might not be the right post though. It might be a different post.
Yeah, he posted several of them, retweeted several of them. What I will say is yeah, my daughter's 15. Everybody chill out, okay? Chill out, guys. Okay?
Right.
My daughter's 15. But anyways, no.
Bro, anybody under 30 looks 15 to me.
Dude, honestly, and that's what's crazy. It's I'm about to be 30, okay? I'm about to be 30. But the idea of a 21-year-old or something is crazy to me. I'm like, that is no, absolutely not. And then dude, I don't want to stir any stuff or say anything about it.
Hey, HR's here, bro. HR's in the house.
I love you, Jaleesa. I'm so glad you're here. So I tagged you in Discord because I want to know when Jaleesa is going to have her own stream and when Jaleesa is going to join us on stream, right? So even if we have to do it on a Saturday, whatever, we'll make it work. We need Jaleesa on here. It'll be so much fun. And yes. But what I was going to say is that in some countries, I'm not going to name the specific one, and I'm not going to name specifically who, but there's a man who's about 20 years older than I am, and perhaps, maybe the biological father of my kids. He had an 18-year-old girlfriend, 19-year-old girlfriend, and that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me, right? Anyway. Dude.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's what I'm looking at.
I had to put that out there because, dude, in other places, I'm going to say this story just because it's funny to me. But so I was at home in Honduras with my family and everything. And then the neighbor had this young girl. She was real pretty, right? But she was young. And I was like, oh, look at that little girl over there. And then this freaking like 35-year-old man or something, right? I saw him. I was like, this guy's definitely older than me, but not by much. Kisses this girl. And I was like, what are you guys doing over here? Like, this is not okay. This is crazy. And she's like, oh, no, that's just his boyfriend, you know? And the funny thing is that he was a crypto bro and he had a lot of money. And then, like, the whole family was like, yeah, we love him. He's great. And I was like, no, that's crazy. But there in Hispanic countries, like, once you're
different.
13, 14, 15, like, you're like, you know what I mean? If you're going to get married, it's fine. If you're not going to get married, then you can't. That's crazy.
Right.
But
yeah, it's different outside of the U.S. Different countries, different cultures. But from my perspective, my daughter is 25 years old. So it's like,
that's what, dude, that's what I say is like, you know what I mean? I'll be at home, I'll be with my wife, my daughter, my son in the room, and I'll be like, look, I understand what's going on outside of these walls, but I'm American. I grew up here, and this is how I see this shit.
Right.
I mean, we're not even playing. Come on now. We're not even playing out here. Papa John, you know what I mean? Papa John is not here for that. But anyways. Let's talk about
Revo, baby. Tomorrow.
Dude, so sad Jaleesa had to go on a cruise instead. Like, she's so selfish. Like, you're telling me that Jaleesa can't just stay home for 1 week and then come out to Rare Evo with the boys instead? That's crazy. Come on, Jaleesa. Just kidding. But was it a good time? Did you have a good time? Did you go to Jamaica, probably Puerto Rico, and, you know, all that stuff? Those are my favorite places. Jamaica was beautiful. It was definitely a little bit like
on the West Coast. I bet she went to Cancun or Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. I mean, that's a good one too.
Or
if she went to Cozumel,
my bad.
If she went to Cozumel, she should have gone to Poncho's backyard, because if she didn't, she messed up, and next time she's gonna have to go. It's where my family always goes. My parents go every single year for the last like 15 years. Look, she's going to catch the next one. What does that mean? The next Rare Evo? Absolutely you are, because you're going to be so ingrained in the team that we're all going to be there representing JPEG Empire. It's going to be awesome.
I knew it. Sailing out of Long Beach down to Puerto Vallarta.
I mean, that's a beautiful place too. I hope you had a good time.
It's a common cruise on the West Coast over here. We don't have a lot of options.
Yes, Rare Evo. You will be there next time. And yeah, let's get a stream together on a Saturday or Sunday. I know you don't work and have to drive 4 hours from California to the other place in California where you live. You know what I mean? Everywhere in California is at least 4 hours in the car. So that's just, you want to go to the grocery store?
I think half our audience is already at Rare Evo because we only got 19 people watching right now.
Ooh, Alaska.
That is something I want to do right there.
Yeah.
I want to do the Alaskan cruise. Bro, it's supposed to be badass.
But is it my main thing is I want to see the Aurora Borealis, right? The Aurora.
Oh, you see it from Alaska.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like,
you can almost see it from where you are right now.
What do you mean, Maryland?
Go to upstate. I used to see it in Michigan when I was growing up.
Oh, I have to go to like New York. I have to go.
Yeah, you'd have to go to upstate New York or something like that, or Maine or something. Dude, but I can't be that far away.
Jay Coco's in Canada. I didn't know that. What is up, Burgess? I cannot wait, dude. We're gonna be cuddling, dude. We're cuddling. We're both buddies. It's the whole thing. But look, he's like 6'6", so I'm gonna be the little spoon. No Diddy. But I can't wait to quit this job. Drive is horrendous. Yeah, dude. Everywhere in California is crazy like that. I'll tell you what.
Speaking of Alaska, I've always like wanted to move to like the Aleutians.
Yeah,
because it's got like the same climate as Seattle. So you're in Alaska, but it doesn't get super cold and it doesn't get super hot because it's in like that jet stream or something like that. It's like southeast Alaska. And it's just like hundreds of thousands of islands. Maybe not that many, but a lot of islands.
Yeah. And while we're at it, look, we need everybody in here to like and share this video because
Yes.
I was just about to talk about Canada, right? So Jay Coco was in Canada. She's actually in Montreal, which I love Montreal. I think Montreal is beautiful. I don't know about living there. You know, they got this black president that's kind of a tyrant, I hear. But I definitely want to go to Montreal, and then we got to see Seji out in Toronto. So I think a meetup or something in Canada would be wild, which might be like bull run shenanigans that we might be able to figure out. You know what I mean?
I can't go to Canada.
You can't go to Canada.
I can't go to Canada.
Dude, it's all right. Look, okay, I don't know what they... Okay, I'm going to invent this story. What it is we're going to find some coyote mounties, right? So they're like coyotes, but for
mounties.
So we're gonna get some coyote mounties. They're mounties, but they ride on coyotes, bro, and they take you across the border without any, problems. So we'll just get some coyote mounties, and
or I could just swim across Lake Huron.
Yeah, you could do that. Maybe we'll just, what is it that they do? We'll just hide you in like a pallet of beer.
Right, there we go.
Or maple syrup. We'll put you in a barrel of maple syrup with a little straw at the top so that you can breathe.
That'll work.
Yeah.
They'll never suspect that.
They'll never suspect that. Dude, Mounties, they're so nice. They're like, oh, you're taking like 700 gallons of maple syrup? Yes, it seems normal. You know what I mean? That's like a weekend. It's like a weekend at the lodge,
Right.
Anyways, we'll figure out something. I think it'd be great. I mean, Alaskan tour, we could get Seji out to Victoria, whatever.
No, I think the Bull Run meetup, once the project goes to the moon,
Mexico or
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica be sick, and then we'll have a class. We'll have a workshop, right? We'll have a master class on how to open a bank account in Costa Rica with your Palau ID.
Right.
To make sure. And then we're going to start an LLC. So that way we charge ourselves all of our gains. We actually lost that money. It's just in the bank account that we have, under our Palau ID in Costa Rica. Legally compliant bank account that we don't have to pay taxes on. Yeah.
Sounds good to me for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. So, how was your day, man?
I was good. It was short. One thing, though, it seems like all the projects that I oversee all knew I was going on vacation tomorrow. So I was getting calls from supervisors left and right. Hey, I need this. Hey, I need that. Hey, I need this. Hey, I need that. So I'm scrambling, trying to make sure my guys are dialed out for the next week. And it's just like, oh, so exhausting.
Yeah, why can't
and I'll have my work phone on me in Vegas, so
you'll have it on you?
I have to. I have to.
Is that what they said?
Well, they didn't tell me that, but I personally can't. Myself, I have to have it on me. You know what I mean? I have to know what's going on in case one of the guys calls me, a super calls me, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, like most.
I didn't say I'm going to be prompt in answering or returning calls, but
yeah. You're like, I'll check and see if it matters, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to respond or not. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we're gonna have a blast. I can't wait. I'm excited to see Burgess. I'm excited to see Crypto King. Jaleesa, I'm sorry I'm gonna miss you on this one, but we're gonna figure out something. We're gonna see. We're gonna all get together. Yeah, dude, so excited. Cannot wait. I would say, so my dog ran away. I carried my 50-pound fat little tiny dog like 4 blocks, and 50 pounds doesn't weigh that much, but like for 4 blocks it does, especially when your neighbor stops you to talk about stuff. So
50 pounds dead
my
weight.
Arms are shaking. My arms are shaking right now. It's crazy.
That's funny,
dude. It's crazy. So what do we got going on in the markets? Let's
we take a look at the market. Before we do that, do us a favor, like, subscribe, hit the retweet. We are gonna try and stream tomorrow night. I just found out that the free Wi-Fi in Caesars is like 5 megabits. The upgraded Wi-Fi in Caesars is like 10 megabits. So we are going to try to stream off of that.
I am currently right now running 649 megabits. Right now, I am currently running that. So to run 20, I don't know why
10.
they don't just give everybody 10. I don't understand why they don't just give us a typewriter and a pager instead, so that we can fax our friends.
Hopefully, if that is not enough to stream, it depends on the latency, I guess. But hopefully, if that's not enough to stream, I am bringing my Verizon hotspot. So hopefully, if I got 5G, we're good. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out. We might just be streaming from our phones.
Or we might just have to do it pre-recorded, save it, and then put it up later.
And then wait for 3 hours while it uploads while we're in the casino.
Or we're asleep.
Either way, however it works.
I'm allergic to dogs, so it's messing with me. Even my own dogs, it's killing me right now. Let me see. There was a little bit of Twitter drama yesterday that we talked about on stream briefly. That was kind of silly. Everybody that's out here should realize that myself and basically Desert, like, we're basically very doxxed, right? But people in this space can definitely take things to an extreme, and everybody should be careful with the information that they share on the internet.
Yes.
I will say that there is a stark difference probably between certain people and ourselves. I'll speak for myself personally, but I'm very open with where I am and when I'm where. So if somebody wants to come out, like, you know what I mean, I'll invite them in. I'll be nice to them. I'll talk to them about whatever. But if the wrong person approaches and comes to the wrong place at the wrong time, like, you know what I mean, I think everybody should protect themselves.
Yeah.
Because some people are crazy. And I got 2 kids. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's what I'm going to say about that. The internet is crazy. People are crazy.
I'll just say I live in Arizona, and there's certain things that Arizona allows. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah. So. I come from myself. I'm from the country. We be shooting people in the front when they come at the front door the wrong way.
Right. So, let's do Market Watch real quick. Yeah. Yes. Crypto King knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
And John McAfee and other people in crypto have died mysteriously. All I'm saying is I'm going to accidentally kill the wrong person before I die.
Did you see that tweet today? Did you see that tweet today? Damn it. Where was he from? Some dude was on vacation and got robbed for 700,000 in Bitcoin or something like that. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you bring.
I don't know my seed phrase. I lost it on the boat trip. It was in my pay.
Well, yeah. But I mean, who has access to that when they're on vacation? I mean, I'm not worried. I mean, when are you gonna rob me for like 5 ADA? That's all I got. You know what I mean? But why would you have access to your $700,000 in Bitcoin on vacation? It should be in a hardware wallet in a freaking safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
It should actually be on a Keystone wallet, because shout out to Riskwise Pro and Risk Gaming, because they just partnered with Keystone, and I have a Keystone and I like it. It's nice. I will say, so this is like maybe like my bad take. I panicked when my battery on my Keystone didn't feel like it was charging, so there was no way to turn it on, and you have to like be able to turn it on to be able to sign a transaction,
right?
And so I had to like use a different battery pack, but it was fine. However, stressed me out. I'm sure they're better now. That was a year ago,
right?
Shout out to Keystone. Good hardware wallet.
Okay. I don't know why I have this up. I was just showing that. All right, let's go into Market Watch real quick. This is going to be a short stream tonight. I still got to pack. I mean, I'm mostly packed, but I got a lot of shit I'm bringing.
Are you taking more than one bag?
Well, for clothes, no, just a suitcase and a garment bag for clothes.
I was gonna say that's a little fabulous if you're if you got multiple suitcases.
Well, it's a big suitcase.
All right.
I'm gonna be there for 5 days, bro, and we got multiple events we're going to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have probably I have 7 shirts, and I have 6 underwear and 6 socks and 3 ties. Right. And then no 3 pairs of pants.
No pants.
3 pairs of pants. We're good.
Now don't wear pants on the stream or in Rare Evo.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take shorts this time though. I just think it's gonna be so flipping hot, dude. Isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's the same as Phoenix, bro. It's super hot, especially if you're not used to it. And don't believe the bullshit. It's a dry heat. No, this is monsoon season. It is not a dry heat. Dry heat is May and June, maybe the beginning of July. This is humid heat. So not like down south humid, but 40% degrees humidity when it's 107 out is pretty freaking hot. I'm just saying. So it's even going to be bad for me because I've been up in here in the mountains in like 89, 88 degree weather. We barely hit 100 like 3 times this year up here. So it's going to be horrible for me too. I'm already climatized.
Bro, are you serious? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Everything's inside. That's another reason why I'm
103 tomorrow, 104 on Thursday, 105 on Friday, 102 on Saturday.
That's not bad, actually. This time of year, it ranges between the low 100s and the high 100s. So between like 102 to 108. I mean, at least Phoenix does. And Vegas pretty much same as Phoenix. So,
gosh, I cannot wait. Next year, we'll have Kumo Droid join us at Rare Evo. It's going to be great.
That's right. All right, let's take a look at this market. Let's refresh for the most up-to-date data. We got the market cap coming in at 2.222 trillion of 1% on the day. Low volume on a Tuesday, only 80 billion in volume. Bitcoin dominance at 53.8, Ethereum at 14.6, and less than a gwei. Look at that. Less than a gwei for a transaction, I guess. We got Bitcoin up 1.5%, coming in at 6630. We got Ethereum coming in at 2,700. BNB at 524. Solana at 141. XRP at 57. Ton coming in at 642. Doge at a dime, and Cardano at 33 cents. And we haven't really been, I guess we might have talked about it yesterday, but good old SWI, man. Who's a big mover. It's retracing right now, but it hit like $1.07 or something like that. All right. Biggest winners on the day are Thorchain coming in 10%. Immutable X, even on like the FUD that was going on with the Immutable X, they're still up 7% today. Phantom, I believe Phantom is rebranding. I seen something about that. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
That's crazy if it is rebranding. I want to say, though, about SUI, wasn't it Raul Paul that was saying that it's in a channel, so it's likely to return down, like, considerably?
Yeah. He says it's not ready to break out of the channel.
Yeah, so what I'm going to say is that everybody that just watched SUI make that amazing 50% move, like, definitely look for the retest, right? If you're going to get into it, look for the retest. I was pissed that I didn't buy it, at 50 cents. So if it gets to 55, 60 cents, like, I'm freaking in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know if it'll trace that hard.
You don't think
That
it
like 97 right now. It might come back down to the 80s. I
You
mean, if
think
Bitcoin dumps, obviously it'll go back to 50 some cents.
I think it has
know
to,
I-
right? We still
I
have
know
some
I
like
took a chunk out and put it in near. Huh?
we still have some like market data that's going to come out right now, right? The CPI or whatever came out the other day, but I think there's something else sometime soon, right?
Jobs, probably jobs.
Jobs. Yeah, I think there's another opportunity for a little bit of a dump. And can you believe? Listen, this is for everybody. I hate to make it political. We keep making it political, even though like it kind of is. But how are they gonna calculate people driving Uber and Lyft and with full-time jobs as individual jobs on the jobs reports? That's freaking insane.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, dude. This has been a whole thing that they've been calculating people that just do these like gig jobs.
Right.
As,
Well, they're
like, individual
contractors.
jobs. Well, yeah, the contractors. But I mean, like, you're going to consider a contractor that has like 2 part-time jobs and 1 full-time job as like 3 jobs.
Yeah. Okay. See, now that makes more sense what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're saying one person has multiple jobs, right?
Yeah. And you're going to say it's because so many jobs are out there that everybody can have jobs. You know what I mean? Instead of saying that, like, no, it's so economically hard that people have to work a million jobs in order to like make it just to live comfortably. Yeah.
No, bro, the numbers are pure bullshit.
They're fugazi.
They change them.
You have to keep saying fugazi. It's just so funny. It makes me think of Eddie Gara. Big shout out.
Even the numbers they release change. Like June and July's are out, right? I bet by the time August comes out, I bet June and July numbers have already changed.
Yeah.
They've been updated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Right. So Aptos is up 7%. TIA is up 6.6%. Stacks. We got Maker up 5.6. Ordinals, number 94, huh? What is this?
Dude, so I'm going to give you a little bit of alpha, and I'm going to say this just because there's very few people here. So I was in a conversation. I'm not going to say with who, but you could guess. I would say a higher authority. There is a project that is going to come out on the Bitcoin ordinals that is maybe highly anticipated. And I was speaking to somebody and I said, hey, you know, these, it's like recursive or something inscriptions, which are like basically dynamic NFTs on or Bitcoin ordinals. I said, hey, don't you think it would probably be possible in theory if you have something like Midnight that is able to communicate across multiple different partner chains and chains, that you could probably put something in basically the metadata or in the layering on the NFT on Bitcoin so that it has something that has code from like Cardano that could be read on an application both on Cardano and on Bitcoin, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Like dual metadatas.
Yeah. Well, like kind of like dual metadatas, but like
a dual, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's just like another layer, and it doesn't even have to physically have like an appearance. But in theory, you could have like those silly Bitcoin Billy glasses that they put on some of the NFTs. You know what I mean? Like maybe those interact with Cardano and the rest of the trades don't, you know? But then
I wonder if that would work on Bitcoin though, because Bitcoin NFTs are actually inscribed on the Satoshi. It's an ordinal, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could see it working on like, so if you had a Solana NFT or a Cardano NFT, because both of those are just like stored on the IPFS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where the code on Cardano will point to it or code on Solana will point to it.
Yeah, but I think that on a like dynamic recursive NFT, it's the similar like mechanism where it has to like point to something else. So it'd be like like IPFS, whatever. But so what I was saying that, and then the person just responded, shh.
Nice. Okay.
So, I'm not saying that, you know, it's something you want to get into, but you know, it's worth a look. I think it's smart. I think it's a smart idea.
All right, looking at biggest losers. Speak of the devil, we got SWE right here, only down 4.3%, but look at that, 58.6 on the week. Woo! Bitcoin Cash, who cares? Floki down 2.6, Filecoin down 2.9, Dog with Hat down 2, Monero down 2. So big thing with Monero is that I believe September 2nd is the deadline for anybody who has Monero on Binance to either remove it or convert it, because after the deadline, Binance will automatically convert your Monero to USDC. So it's just going along with all the freaking, they're getting rid of privacy caches on exchange. And even though Binance is not a US exchange, it's still in the crosshairs. But now that I think maybe it was Binance US, I'm pretty sure it's Binance. But either way, Binance US, I would still take my Monero off the exchange. Mantle down 2.1, Doge down 2.1, everything down about 2 or a little more. Good day in the market today. So stocks had a nice pump today. The Dow up 1%, the S&P up 1.6, NASDAQ up 2.3, the Russell up 1.6, and this is the big one right here. This is stock market fear and greed, essentially. The VIX is down 12%. So, oh, look at that face I'm making. I'm frozen. That's nice. Oh,
Desert, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was gonna say that when I was at Bitcoin Miami a few years ago, I think it was 21 that I actually went. It was amazing. But when we got there, there was the like Miami-Dade County, like a lady who was in charge of the Miami-Dade police, like an elected whatever. She was actually like petitioning people to basically sign something that was so that people could use Monero. And the reason was because the Cuban, like refugees and the people living in Cuba and the Cuban Americans working in the United States, they would send money to their family, and they needed it to be private to hide it from like their government, right? Like, because otherwise, like political people that were politically against the regime would be targeted, right?
Yeah, I could see that. So they don't want anything traced coming from the United States. They don't want to see, right.
And so I thought it was super interesting, and but I thought it was crazy to see like a police person that was in favor of like, you know, a privacy coin. That in my mind, like, what are privacy coins used for? What do you need privacy for? Well, no, it's not illegal. You're right. But I mean, like, it's kind of like, what would you want an untraceable digital currency for? You know what I mean? If not something shady. But like, this was like the instance where I was like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean? You have like law enforcement in the United States that understands that people in other countries might be politically targeted. You know what I mean?
Was she Cuban?
She might have been, but you know, she was a police officer in Miami-Dade.
She probably has people back in Cuba.
Yeah.
Or she's a cartel member.
A cartel member. Or she's a cartel member. Yeah, she's just a police. No, dude. No, I thought it was an interesting way to go about it, because like that's kind of like the reason why privacy is important in the United States. And I hate to say this, but you know, I've seen some stuff going out about Camilla being very, very hard on crypto and intending not to be light on crypto. And then, so, you know, take that as you will. Which is disappointing. I thought it was an opportunity. I thought it was an opportunity to garner support. But what do I know?
If the Democrats retain power, crypto is going to crash, bro. If come November 5th, I would bet dollars to donuts that come November 5th, if Kamala is the president-elect, the market tanks.
Well, then you got to vote for RF Kennedy, man. You guys got to vote for RF Kennedy. We got to get RF Kennedy in there, man.
I mean, I like RFK. I like RFK. He literally can't win. He can't.
That's why we gotta write him in. We gotta make him win. We gotta make him win together. Everybody that's here,
Right.
all 59 of us are gonna tilt the
Right.
election. Okay, together.
He literally can't win, bro. You know what? I
All
want to
60
show
of us.
something to you.
No, I've seen it. I know he can't win. I just wish he could. It's just really unfortunate that like both the other options are like terrible. And I don't think that he's the best I don't think that he's like the best option. I just think that him of all of the options that we have is likely the most I think he accepts when he doesn't understand something and he would listen to somebody that told him than what he thought beforehand. So that's what I think.
Right. Ah. What year is it? Okay. So let's see which one's popular. Which one? Electoral votes. Okay, first column. So these are prior elections right here. Okay. All the way back to 1789. Electoral votes, popular percentage. Now let's scroll down through here. We won't worry about these, but let's go to the 90s where we had the last major independent, which was Ross Perot. Okay. Ross Perot got 0% of the Electoral College, but he polled 8 million votes away from Bob Dole, essentially, because he was a Texas, oil tycoon and everything like that. So he was essentially, Republican. So people who couldn't stand Bob Dole voted for Ross Perot. And if you add that number to that number, it's pretty close to that number, which gave Bill Clinton the win. Let's look down here at Ralph Nader. 0 electoral votes. He polled 2 million votes away from essentially Al Gore. So Al Gore could have beat, Bush. That's just pointing that out. That's just real quick. Independents do not win, bro. Independents cannot win. Look at that. Yeah. This guy's in bold because it says not a candidate. I wonder what that means. That was in the 60s with RFK. I don't know how he got 15 electoral votes with no popular. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. But either way, just that's my thing. I see you, bro. I freaking see you.
They can't win, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it just can't win. And it is my opinion that the Democrats knew they were going to pull Biden at the last minute, but allowed him to stay in there long enough to push RFK out of the race, why am I freezing so bad? To push RFK out, you know what I mean? So they kept Biden in, so everything went to Biden, and then so RFK had to run as an independent, and then at the last minute, they throw him in that debate knowing he's going to tank it against Trump, because, let's face it, he's a cadaver. There's no way the dude can barely speak, let alone have a debate. So they knew what was going to happen, and then boom, because as soon as that happened, everybody turned on him. Bam, Kamala's in. You know what I mean? So the Democrats literally, because RFK might have been able to beat Trump, but he's not a party line. He's not a deep stater. You know what I mean? So
here's just maybe I'm very wrong. Perhaps I live in a bubble, but I feel like, based on the information that I've seen, that Camilla has raised a considerable amount more money than Trump has, as well as that. No, you're saying you think it's more. Trump is.
I mean, it's possible, but it's the newlywed phase, bro.
Well, I mean, sure. I think though
you gotta understand all these Democrat donors, refuse to donate to Biden. So the moment Biden drops out, all that money that was waiting on the sideline just flooded in and went.
I gotcha. Well, I think that it's like almost like she's got like 3x more, right? Maybe. And then also like the amount of like power in the Democratic like electorate, as well as like the states that they have had historically, I believe exceeds what Trump has garnered at this point before we actually get to the election. So I mean, it's definitely possible that a lot of people come out of the woodwork, but the way that I'm looking at it, because I was in a space the other day where an older lady was like, yeah, I just don't understand how people think that Trump can win. And I can understand why people would want Trump to win. But she was saying like specifically like a matter of factly, like that it is just like that there is a large amount of people that are for Camilla, despite if you like her or not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's the anti-Trump vote.
What?
It's the anti-Trump vote.
Yeah. Sure. And then so like I'm not necessarily saying, you know, that it's going to go one way or another, but I do think that it is essentially an uphill battle. But I mean, like I said, like I don't like either of them. I prefer RFK. I
agree. I agree 100%. All these people saying that Trump's win is in the bag.
Yeah. I just don't.
Going to cause him to lose.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what's going to cause him to lose.
And that's what
it's far from in the bag for Trump. He's got a lot to make up.
Yeah, you know Fidgetal, the Web3 lawyer, he was actually, that was one of the things he was saying. He was like, dude, like, he was like, I feel like a lot of Republicans are out here like, we got this in the bag. And then he was like, and I think that is what's going to make him lose. Because in reality, he said he has more to lose by being out in the public and talking unchoreographed, right? Because he is a like television personality. Right. So like he could put himself in a lot of good, very likable situations and then just be creating content, right?
Right.
Without putting himself at risk of like losing because he goes to monologues and then just attacks people, like talking about how, you know, he's had bigger crowds than MLK.
Oh, it does. It gets tiresome.
Was way bigger than Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King had millions and millions of people on the mall, and that's what every one of my rallies look like because I have the biggest rallies ever, and then Camilla's rallies are small. This is like, do you want to see how
I mentioned somebody. I told somebody on Twitter the other day, they're like, oh, look, you know, the Camilla couldn't even fill up the stadium. Look, you know, they put sheets over or they put things. And I was like, bro, there's thousands and thousands of people at this rally. Why are you fixating on, I mean, now you're gaslighting people. I mean, it's literally, there is probably 10,000, 20,000 people in this freaking, in this auditorium or arena or wherever the hell it was. I'm like, what? You're a freaking idiot. You know what I mean?
And did you love the like, there was, I guess, like a picture of her coming out of Air Force One or something like that. And then, so somebody took that picture and did some AI stuff with it.
Right.
And then they're like, look, it's fake. But it's like, dude, like there are a lot of pictures of that whole situation. And there were a lot of people there. You know what I mean? For somebody to like AI it just to say that it was fake is kind of crazy.
Yeah. You know? Republicans don't know how to gaslight, bro. Leave that to the Democrats.
Yeah.
Leave the Democrats to do the gaslighting and then just stick to your policy and go for it. But either way, we're too much into politics. We're too much.
Yeah,
into politics.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Dude, so, Rare
Evo, baby. So pre-market, we are looking good pre-market for tomorrow also. You know, obviously these are small points, but you know, stock market barely moves. So Asia's green across the board except for Shanghai. But look at that. The Nikkei is still going up. I mean, markets are looking strong right now. So let's go into Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Come out here to the daily. We have the infamous, let's expand that a little bit. The infamous death cross right here. But as you can tell, the 50's coming down. It's already turned and started to level out. 200 still going up though. So the 200 ain't came back down. But death crosses are a lagging indicator. You know what I mean? So we could just bounce around in here for a little bit. And then as that 50 starts to turn back up, and then boom, next leg to the moon. Money flow is still going to the positive on the daily. Momentum is still going to the positive on the daily. VWAP is still crossing up a little bit on the daily. You know, we're getting a nice little bounce on the RSI off of the 14. So that's looking good. Let's go down. This is what I was looking at earlier today. Right? We saw the boogeyman already. That's right. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a trade. I was in a trade earlier today, cashed out at about 68.88. It came down and hit my stop loss. I moved my stop loss a little too high. So, but we're starting to flag out on the 1 hour. I like to see this. Momentum's coming down, but money flow is going up and VWAP's going up. I expect the 21 to come up and touch this flag. This kind of bounce around till it hits the 21, maybe just before. It might even just wick down and kiss the 21. And then this would be the move. Hopefully something like this happens overnight and I can throw in a long before I leave tomorrow on the way to Vegas, and then get stuck going across the desert with no cell reception and get stopped out. But, you know, that happens. But the move on this is going to take us up to 63,307 on the breakout. So that's what I'm watching right now when it comes to Bitcoin. Let's look at tether dominance. So if we look at the daily on tether dominance, you can see we are coming down. So tether dominance is going to be like it's not a perfectly inverse correlation, but it's a good inverse correlation. You know, when tether dominance goes up, obviously the rest of the market is down a little bit, you know, unless the rest of the market goes up. You know, this is the percentage. So we got it coming down. We could be forming some kind of bear flag here on the dominance. So we had this spike down on the daily, and then we're kind of flagging up. So this would be like a bear flag right here. At the very least, we're going to come down and touch this 21. I think we lost. No, not on the 4 hour. So on the 1 hour, we have lost the 200 on tether dominance, which is good for Bitcoin. And it looks like we're riding. It's in a bear flag also. So this could break down and we could see a pump for Bitcoin. So that's good to see. Total market cap. So this is the total minus stable coins. Let's bring this down. And you can see we're in that same kind of flag that we had for Bitcoin. Pretty much the same thing on the daily as what Bitcoin's chart looks like. You know, I mean, it does make up more than half of the total market cap, so it's going to be similar. You know, double green dot, momentum going up, money flow going up, VWAP going up. And we're in this little flag right here, this little bull flag. So now this is the altcoins, same thing. Wow, what is that right there? That's a 20. So we got some strong DBSI on this daily for altcoins. We are in the red, but we're showing a 20 and a -5. So that's pressure pushing to the upside. Granted, this candle's only been open for a little less than 2 hours. But same thing on the altcoins. We got momentum going up, money flow going up, VWAP going up. So the market on the daily is looking healthy to me. It doesn't mean that we can't dump, but it's looking healthy. Let's see. Look at Cardano real quick. These are some lines that I have drawn, some projections I have on Cardano. We got this falling triangle right here. Let's get rid of this. And we, on the daily, we are coming to some kind of decision point on the daily. If you look at this pattern, let's bring that in a little bit. So we're in a falling friggin' triangle, wedge, whatever you want, however you want to call it. And you can just see we rode off the top, followed back down. We hit the bottom trend line. We're bouncing up. But eventually, the closer we get down here, it's going to have to make a decision. And personally, being a falling wedge, I don't see it going down. You know what I mean? And provided this is all contingent on Bitcoin. So if we're looking at this and we take that measurement, we run, take that measurement, run it across. See the breakouts more down here. So that takes us to about 90 cents. But at the angle of it, at this angle, it says in January of 2025. So, and that's just following the same angle. It doesn't mean that it's going to follow this angle. But I like to, when I place my prediction onto the front side, my target area, I like to follow the same angle and put it out. Some people will take it, they'll move it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But I like to leave it at the same angle. And that says Saturday, 25 January. So just saying. But in the median term for Cardano, you know, same thing. Well, damn it. All right. So you can see money flow going to the upside, VWAP coming down, but momentum still going up. Let's see if I see anything here. I mean, that would be the ugliest head and shoulder I've ever seen. So I'm not seeing that. It is kind of rounding over. We could round over and come back down and touch again. It's too early to tell. I mean, this is not good right here. We broke the 200, bounced around, and now we are back at the 200 on the hour. If we close this candle, and it looks like we're going to close this candle below the 200, that could, I mean, we're already below the 200 on the 4 hour. So, but that'll definitely dump us down. We'll come back down on that if we close below the 200 on the 1 hour. So that's about it for the market update. What do you think is going to happen after the Fed cuts rates? I think initially it'll be bullish. You know what I mean? But it really depends on the economy. You know what I mean? But the actual rate cut is bullish. We could see some kind of priced in action to the rate cut, depending if we get into September and you know, Polymarket or whatever, or the analysts are saying that it's definitely being cut, then we could see it start to move to the rate cut. And then depending on what happens with the rate cut, we could see something extreme happen for sure. If we don't get a rate cut, if everybody thinks we're going to get rate cut and we don't, it's going to dump, in my opinion. You know.
So I'm gonna tell you what I've been smiling about and thinking about over on this side, and I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm shameless. I am shameless.
Oh, I already knew that, bro.
I cannot wait. So, shout out to Rare Evo. Super excited, very excited to see what's going on. So the first thing is these are some outside of the expo hall events that I wanted to look at. Right, we talked about this briefly. But so for everybody that's going, this might be important to you. Even if you're not going, think about this because next time you're coming. So Thursday we have the World Mobile Alliance meetup, right? So we're talking about 5 p.m. Caesar's Palace Lobby and Bar, which says free drink vouchers for those wearing LVLCS World Mobile Token jerseys. So it says merch will be available for purchase. So what I was thinking is CB is very in with World Mobile Token. We gotta see, what we gotta do. Yeah, if we can borrow some jerseys or steal some jerseys or what's going on. You know what I mean? We gotta find out the situation there because that
will be available for purchase. So depending on how much they are,
yes, as well. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, and then there's the official industry night kickoff party. VIP pass holder wristband is required for entry. Food and drinks included. Live music with celebrity guest DJ. This is crazy. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Let's freaking go. All right,
bro. I was looking at pictures
and input.
I was looking at pictures of the terrace where the party's at. It's fucking dope.
Let's see if I can actually pull that up right now.
I think I have some in the.
Dude, I just think the funny part is that so here's something about like the med tech space. Some of the med tech events literally have women that are gorgeous, that are very intelligent, that are literally there to make conversation with the doctors and all these people. Right. They might pay them like 10 to 20 grand a night to stand there and look pretty and then make conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But so what I'm saying is that here at Rare Evo, I'm going to be surprised if there's like more than a handful of girls at any of these events. But if there are, freaking awesome. You know what I mean? Cool. I just can't imagine it. At a crypto conference, 2,000 people are going. I can't imagine more than like a couple, like 100 or a couple hundred maybe. I was saying that I don't think that actually Cardano can break past $15 until we have Bad Bunny as the main musical person of one of these Rare Evo conferences. So then all of the incredibly beautiful Latina mommies come out, like from the regular world, and then they're just mixing up with the crypto people. That will be when Cardano hits $15. And then when we hit $25 to $30, you better bet Champagne Poppy, Drake the Man, is gonna be our musical guest. So then on Friday, August 16th, there's the Women in Web3 Suite Party. So it says Penthouse Suite, Caesars, blah blah blah, must be registered on Luma page, wristband required, and you have to get a QR code. Exclusive party for women in Web3. It says networking, amazing. Second half of the night will feature invited KOLs to join the fun. To secure your spot, register here. So I did that. I registered here, and then it asked me who invited me, and I put a name in there, and the person's not going to be there. So, they could just say no. But if they said yes, that'd be crazy. It says that there's one more spot left. So Desert, maybe you should try right now to like do that. Even though, it's like, you know what I mean? You just throw in Lily or somebody as you're invited. But maybe check that out. But then so the Las Vegas Brewery Takeover, we probably aren't going to go there anyways because we're definitely going to be at the Hops.
We're going to be at the brewery, bro.
Yeah, but I figured I would shoot my shot because if I got one of those spots, that would be geeked.
Right.
Geeked, And then so the Keep CryptoPunk, this is 9 p.m. to 12 a.m., which this is kind of crazy. Would like to do that.
Gonna
have to check this out.
Open bar punk style live punk band Free tattoos upstairs. The jam room.
I
with
saw this.
instruments.
I wonder what that actually looks like. What does a free tattoo look like? You know what I mean?
Who knows?
Yeah. And then right here is the Neo Tokyo 3-year anniversary party. Here, it says token gated event. So you have to have one of the 15 ETH floor NFTs from Neo Tokyo. I'm not going to have that, but it says, and they're +1s. So I was thinking, I tweeted, hey, who's going to this that doesn't have a +1? Which is probably a lot of people because, this is crypto. And, I'll be your +1. I'll call you daddy if that's what it takes to get in there. And so, Saturday, we got the Rare Evo Poker Classic, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Shout out to Grokism, somebody I'm working on something in the background with, but they're going to be playing this poker game. Shout out to Aaron Guyette, who's going to be there, and Sam Simmons, the founder of the Poker Go studio. Going to be awesome. CB's going to be there. He might be in his B outfit. That'll be great. And then, so this Saturday we have the Rare Evo closeout party. All Rare Evo ticket holders will receive free entry and an exclusive line for Omnia Nightclub. Lanyards, badges will be checked at the door. Please adhere to these dress code guidelines in order to avoid being denied entry. Avoid wearing the following: athletic jerseys or athletic pants, athletic attire, gym or workout shoes, cutoff shirts or tank tops, shorts, sandals, work boots, baggy, loose-fitting, or torn attire, hats. So, my goal in life is to be the guy like Wiz Khalifa who goes into these events and places without a shirt on. Because he's that guy. And so that's my goal, to not have to ever adhere to dress code. But this time I will. I have a nice little floral black shirt that is going to have a really nice tie with it, and we're going.
I took my shirt advice from John. So if I look like an idiot, it's John's fault. I'm just saying that right now.
I'm really disappointed that you said like an idiot and you didn't say something very like potentially.
If I look like a...
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. If I look like a fruit, if I look like a fruitcake, it's John's fault. No, okay, so this is what I said. I said, you want to try to hit something like elaborate, flamboyant a little bit. You know what I mean? You want something that sticks out, but that instills confidence. So if you're not going to wear a tie, like floral button-ups, nice. You can make it match with some stuff. You know what I mean? If you got a watch, throw a watch on there, boom, you're golden. You know?
Oh, that's right. I gotta switch out my watch band.
See, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, man.
The watch you guys always see me wearing is the same. It's the same watch, but I have my work band on it. So I gotta put my going out in public band on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have earrings. We got these little earrings. I'm wearing the little ones. I'm not wearing the big ones because my wife stole them. But yeah, and then also,
nice.
Yeah,
at least you and your wife have something common in to wear.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, it's sweet. I left them one night. She was like, "Yeah, I'm wearing them. They're mine now." So, but dude, I did this over COVID because I was bored. I also went skydiving over COVID because I was bored. Jumped out of a plane. The guy said, he said, "Do you want me to count or do you want us to just full send?" And I was like, "Bro, we're jumping out of a goddamn plane. You better just freaking full send. You don't freaking ask me if it's okay to go now. You don't count down for me, sir. You just freaking go. Come on now."
100%. You don't give me a chance. You just push. Just push, motherfucker. I mean,
it's just fine.
You're gonna have to push to get me out of a plane.
Yeah. Well, the funny part is, like, dude, like the crazy thing is that we were like 2,000 feet up, I believe, or 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles up. 2,000 feet up. Yeah, 2,000 feet up. Okay, so we're 2,000 feet up. We gotta like look below us to make sure there's no other aircrafts or anything, and then they basically like. They say go, and then you go, and you're really like, you're really only free falling for like 89 seconds, if that.
Well, if you're only at 2,000 feet, then yeah, because they're probably pulling the chute at 1,000. So
yeah, but
yeah.
so like, you know, I'm going, and at first I'm like holding on myself because I don't got anything else to hold on to, and it's like crazy. You see like the curvature of the earth. It's a whole like experience. It's beautiful, you know what I mean? But I mean, like, you're just like, when is this gonna stop? And then the chute comes out, and you're just like chilling after that. But I mean, you're really only free falling for like less than a minute, and then it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes or so to like actually get down, and that is $300.
Down in my old house down south of Phoenix, I lived like 3-4 miles away from the #1 drop zone in the Southwest. It's Eloy. Yep. And my sister-in-law has a bunch of Airbnbs. So she has all these people from Brazil that are always staying there. She got these regulars from Germany that stay there, and some Australians. And these people are fucking crazy, bro. They're crazy. I mean, when we were kids, we used to go out there because they got like a bar out there and all kinds of shit right at the drop zone. So we'd go out there and get all freaking toasted and just watch these dudes jump out of planes, and freaking, it's crazy. I would never do it.
Shout out Crypto King. Yeah, we're about to call it a night right now.
Yeah.
Because I got.
We will see you tomorrow night. Well, maybe tomorrow night. We'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday, bro. 100.
Yep. Peace out.
But I think that's a good endpoint. Keep it short. I got to break down some of this computer equipment, get it stowed away, get the merch stowed away. I got most everything packed. You know what I mean? Truck's got to load the truck tomorrow. So it's not too much stuff, but it's all the little things. You know what I mean? Making sure I have power adapters, making sure I'm not, shit
yeah,
like that.
I mean, dude, I'm so excited. Like, I cannot believe it. My wife is worried because I will say, at the beginning of the time that she met me, I got a job in California. I got taken out on a night on the town, California, and let me tell you, I had too much fun. I'm not going to go into the details, but what I will say is that God really takes care of me. You know, they say God takes care of babies and fools. I think I was both a baby and a fool at some point over that California trip. I will tell you what. Yeah. But everybody, this has been fantastic. Can't wait for Las Vegas. I think it's going to be amazing. We're going to make as much content as we can out there. Our schedule is not going to be regular. We're going to have an irregular schedule. We're going to do whatever we feel like. There is no rules the whole time we're gone at Rare Evo. And so just stay tuned. Pay attention to the
only
Twitter.
rule is don't get arrested.
Yeah, we're not getting arrested. So, if you're one of the people that has to watch this specifically at this time all of the time, don't count on it tomorrow at this time, because tomorrow at this time, I'll actually be on Clay's After Dark. Right. And so I think we're going to stream earlier in the day. If you have to come back and watch it later, that's great. We'll make something about it.
We're going to try and shoot for 5.
Yeah.
5 at the latest.
5 Pacific.
So we can be done by 6 because Clay After Dark is at 6.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys. Everybody's amazing. I'm going to tweet about the Clays After Dark again tonight or tomorrow. If you are paying attention, please retweet it if you see it. Let's share this with everybody. We appreciate all of you. Big love. My allergies are bad. I'm allergic to dogs. My dog is fat. But by tomorrow when I get to Las Vegas, I should have 0 allergies. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm going to throw the little, look, stalk you later. Dude, love you, Jaleesa. You're amazing. I'm telling you, we need to get you a stream. We need to get you on one of these streams. It would be a blast. Tell us when. Let's program it. Let's get it worked out. And, dude, we have a lot of stuff we're working on. And we're going to start talking about Empire Store.
Yes.
Yes. Empire.shop, right? What? Empire Store?
It's in the description. It's in the description.
Go there if you want Empire merch, or if you come to our Evo, we got some.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Similar to this.
Yes, we love them. We love them. We love them. We'll also be handing out some business cards with some QR codes. It's going to be lit. All right, everyone. Have an excellent time. We will see you soon.